Alright guys, we're on our way to Driftcup round 4. Round 4. Can't believe we've done 3 rounds already, but we have. This one is going to be at Teesside, and we did a practice day at Teesside about a week ago, and it went really well. Like, it was probably the best drifting I've ever done, like in terms of how consistent I was on the lead line and how good the lead line was. Like, I think I would get scored fairly well in qualifying, but then also chase driving, I feel like I did a lot better than I normally do. So that makes me kind of confident, but also kind of worried, because I do feel more confident. I do feel like I should do well, which means it's going to be really shit if I don't, basically. Like, I'm going to be a bit more worried, a bit more nervous this time, because I know I can do pretty well on this track at this sort of level. Because the 2 people that we were twinning with, or 3 people, sorry, that we were twinning with on the practice day were all in Driftcup as well. So, like, I feel like I do stand a good chance of this one. But normally we turn up to these Driftcup rounds and I'm just kind of like, we'll just wing it and, you know, see where we end up. Like, I'm not expecting to do well. Whereas this time I'm kind of hoping that I am going to do well. So it puts a bit more pressure on me. It's going to make me a little bit more nervous, like, of just fucking something stupid up. But hopefully we can avoid all that. We've got 1 day of practice tomorrow. We don't always get a full day of practice before these rounds, but on this one we have. So we've got 1 full day of practice tomorrow, then the competition the day after. So I guess we'll just cut straight to practice tomorrow now. Alright guys, we've done a few practice laps. So far I'm not really feeling it, to be honest. It's boiling hot again, and I didn't get much sleep, and I'm just not feeling it. But hopefully it will kind of pick up throughout the day. We've not been here very long. I've just dropped a few PSI on the rear tyres because it doesn't feel quite as grippy as it was when we were here last week. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to do our first chase run of the day, chasing Luke, as usual. We'll try and chase some other people today, just to get a bit more variety, but should be a good start, hopefully. God, that was fucking awful. I did not know what I was doing on that fucking first corner, man. This is why we practice, because if that was a battle, I have no idea what I was doing. Oh god. I don't think Luke did anything wrong, like, I don't think he threw me off or anything. I was like, what do I do? Do I clutch kick? Do I left foot brake? Do I handbrake? I don't know. What a noob. cool everything down and grab a drink, I think. I'll give you a wander around the pits as well. I never normally show you guys much around the pits, but go for a wander. In fact, this will probably do. There you go. You're getting a view now of the pits. Enjoy all that pit action. Here we can see Luke aimlessly wandering around, probably looking for parts to replace stuff that he's broken because he crashed. Have you crashed again? Oh, okay, he hasn't crashed. Take it back for once. I'm going to do a cool down lap as well, actually. Here we see Bryn, our lovely spotter. Say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
There we go. Here we see Andy Frost, who we were with the other day at this practice day. Some BMW that's chopped up. Oh no, actually that's Andy Frost. Sorry, my mistake. My mistake. And we've got these skid risk people. We've got Johan up here. We've got the guy who took off at the practice day. Let's see how his car is. Is it okay?
Yeah,
after you took off?
I just did an alignment. It's good as gold.
It's good as new. Alright, cool. I thought it was going to be written off, man. Nah. We got that BMW that I went against in the battle last time. I think that's Danny Wyman just going out now. I've not had a chance to chat to him yet. He beat me in the top 8 at the first round. This is normally a track, by the way. This bit here is normally a track that you can drift around, but because we're drifting on the main track, they're just using this as the pits today. So that concludes the tour of the pits. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, some dirt ramps as well there. Dirt ramps, dirt jumps, whatever the kids call them these days. So yeah, then this just leads back to the queue to go out on the main track. And then he just fucks off and I can't keep up.
But I reckon I know where you want to floor it. I didn't mean like don't go off the start.
Oh,
I meant go gently off the start, and then when I tell you to floor it, floor it.
Oh, I thought you were like, I'll tell you when to go.
No.
There, like, he's gone, Bryn.
No.
Fuck's sake. My steering thing, so now it spins around. Thanks, Bryn.
I wasn't intending to.
Well, it does come off really quickly now.
Again, not
which
the intention.
Bryn says might be broken, but I like it because now I can just take it off straight away. Before I had to like press that in, pull that.
Yeah.
Then there you go.
It's a shame you had to press the safety lock button.
No, look, Bob. Straight off. That fucking hurt. Jesus Christ. That's gotta fuck something seriously, surely.
Oh no.
Jesus. still driving somehow. Surely that's like ruined a tyre rod or something. Still drive alright. What the fuck?
I was going to say, yeah.
Hey, that's got to have broken something.
I know.
Fucking hurt my arm.
We proper whacked it.
Yeah, that was it. I couldn't slow down anymore. Is it? Oh, it doesn't even look like we've done anything. They were both already hanging off before. But that felt like a really heavy hit, so I'm confused. Like, where's all the damage gone? Right, we checked the alignment, well, the toe at least, with the help of Bryn's toe plates. We took some measurements at the start of the day, and then we just compared them to what they are now. That wheel that hit Luke is slightly more towed in than it was. It's still pretty even with the other side though, so in theory it shouldn't make any difference. Right, these tyres have pretty much had it now. It feels really slippery, so this is probably going to be my last lap of the day, I think. Right, we're back for day 2 of Driftcup, which is competition day. We've got a couple of hours of practice in the morning, which is what we're doing now, and then yeah, straight into qualifying. I've done like 2 runs so far and didn't feel very good, but I'll just put that down to sort of needing to warm up a bit again. So yeah, hopefully we'll do a bit better on this one. It pushing me around. Practice because there was only like 5 minutes left and someone's broken down. So it's going to be a while to clear that up, which means we're going straight into qualifying, which is not ideal. Well, like I say, for me it's going to be like an hour and a half wait, I think, because we've got the first group have got to do both their qualifying runs before us. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm still fairly confident I'll qualify because so many people that have been behind have been struggling to hit the right line at all. So I'm fairly confident that I'll end up in the top 32 somewhere, even if I don't do my best run. I think Luke will as well. But yeah, after that, going into battles, I don't know, I don't think I stand a very good chance, to be honest, which is a shame because I felt really confident coming into this weekend, but yeah, just not doing so well today. Right, we're about to go out for our first qualifying run. As usual, there's been like a massive break in between practice and qualifying. Like, I've been to McDonald's, I've been driving the Range Rover, I've been chatting, I've been up on the bank watching people, proper like out the zone again of drifting, and now I've got to go put in like the best run I can possibly do. So yeah, it's going to be a bit sketchy, but as usual, we'll just wing it and see what happens. Alright, now we've got to play guess how grippy these tyres are as well, after they've cooled down loads. Go do the second qualifying run. Like I said, I feel like the first one should be enough. So I guess the next thing you'll see will be me telling you where we qualified, if we did at all. Alright guys, we qualified in 4th place. Very happy with that. Like I say, I think a lot of people are struggling at this track, so it kind of paid off for me coming here a week ago, and also I've been here several times before. Some people have never been to this track before, so yeah, it's a brutal track the first time you come. We're going against this guy in the BMW, lock to lock. He qualified 29th, I think. It's like you do kind of the opposite end. As you can see, I'm struggling to get my gloves on as well. It's so sweaty. Yeah, he qualified like the sort of the opposite end of the top 32, so you battle against the opposite person. So in theory, we should have a relatively easy battle against him, but there's no such thing as a surefire win or anything like that, especially around here. Like, and also I've just put fresh tyres on because mine were dead. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm leading first, and he's chasing. Alright, see if I can remember how to drift. Go, Bryn.
I was very aggressive on the chase, but not that close, so
gone because Bryn said he did a good chase.
And the car going through is Chris Wright.
Woo, we got it.
Nice one, nice one.
Woo. That was harder than I was expecting though, man. Fucking hell. I'm going to struggle when I go against faster cars, man. He's got like 100, no, he's got about 60 brake less than me. So yeah. But then that is kind of what made it hard, was having to slow down. So yeah, I'm happy enough with how that went, but yeah, it was certainly not an easy battle. Fair play to him. Right, we're going out for our second battle. This is top 16, and we're against the guy in the Subaru that we actually went against in top 16 at the last round. And his diff broke at the last round. This time his gearbox is broken, so he hasn't got third gear. So we'll see how we do. He won his first battle though with no third gear, so fair play. I don't know how that went really. He was a bit off on the lead line at the start. Whew. Oh, we got it, cool. Whew. I hoped we won that just because he was a bit off on the first half of the bank, but it would have been fair if he did win because he obviously got fucking close to me on the J's run. Ah, so we're through the top 8 again. Result. This is where it starts getting really difficult. Never got further than top 8 before, so we'll see if we can break that curse today. The trouble is, there's a few guys, there's Danny Wyman, Dave Bastard and Andy Frost, who have all looked fucking untouchable pretty much so far, and I'm gonna come up against one of them next probably. So yeah, it might be the end of the road, but we'll see, we'll see. Alright, this is a top 8 battle. We're going against an E46 BMW, I want to say. I'm not sure what engine's in it, but he said it's about 340 brake, so a bit more than me. Yeah, I don't really know what to expect to be fair. said he was really good in the chase. Oh, can we get past top 8 points? Yes, we did. Oh, we were into the top 4 for once. Oh, I'm happy about that. Like, I straightened behind him, but it was kind of because he had already over-rotated quite a bit and he had to straighten a bit, so like it felt like a pretty shit chase run, but I think it was kind of just they saw that it was because of a small error from him. But fair play to him, he seems to think he's not very good, but he's been good every time I've seen him and he wasn't bad there. Alright, so we're through to top 4 and we're going against Andy Frost, who is very good, so this is going to be interesting, but with similar sort of power levels, so it'll be a fairly fair fight, although he's rapid off the line though. We're chasing first as well because he qualified 2nd and I qualified 4th, so he goes first. I kind of lost it on the entry basically, I was too far away from the start. Bit of a shame. I backed off down the straight a little bit, like I shouldn't have done. I was like, oh, I'm too far ahead of him. I backed off down the straight and then, yeah, it took off. But, oh well. But I didn't do a particularly great lead one either. Yeah, you got that. There.
The winner is...
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I thought he was going to win. Oh well, we made it a bit further than normal. Like it's a shame to lose, it always sucks when you go out, but we got to top 4. Right, slight change of plan. I thought because I'd lost the battle, well that's it, I've lost the battle, I'm out. But because it's 4th place, we do like a 3rd and 4th final playoff kind of thing. So Danny Wyman, who lost his top 4 battle, we get to go against him. And I couldn't keep up with him in practice, so let's see how this goes. He spun on his last battle, which is quite unlike him, and then just then he went straight off. So I think like whatever tyres he's put on, not working well for him. shame because he's a really good driver. I can tell. I thought he was sliding into me. What a twat. I don't think I needed to do that, but I literally thought he was just about to rear end me. Oh, what the fuck? I don't... Was he going to hit me? I don't think he was. Fuck, well I think I'm just throwing that away. Oh, that was retarded. Why did I do that? I've never done that before, but I literally just looked behind me quickly and just saw the back of his car starting to come round. I thought he was just about to smash into me, so I just bailed out. Alright, I guess first of all I should apologise for the very abrupt ending to the footage from the actual competition day, and I'll explain what happened basically. So we were doing that 3rd and 4th place playoff battle that you saw. Now, they don't tell you the winner of that straight away. They wait for the final, and then they take all of the top 4 down to the podium and kind of announce who's won the 3rd and 4th place, and then who's won 1st and 2nd place. So, fairly obviously, we didn't win the 3rd and 4th place battle because I bailed out, as you saw. So we got 4th place overall. So I qualified in 4th, got 4th place in the overall competition, and we're now sitting 4th in the championship as well. So a lot of 4s. But yeah, I'll explain what happened with that 3rd and 4th place battle. So on the first run, when he's leading, he drops like 2, maybe 3 wheels off track, but not all 4, so he doesn't get a 0. He just gets like heavily marked down for that basically. And then on my lead run, I should point out that his tyres are completely knackered at this point. That's why he was kind of struggling. Like, he's a good driver normally, but yeah, he was sliding all over the place because his tyres were completely dead. So yeah, on my lead run, we're coming into that real tight second corner, and he's basically kind of lost control pretty much and is just sliding wildly straight towards where I'm about to go, right? So I can kind of see, I wasn't even like looking behind me or anything, I just see out of my peripheral vision this car, like the back end of his car pretty much just sliding towards right where I'm about to go. And at the time, it looked like he was coming in pretty hot to me. Obviously, I've only got like a split second to decide what to do, and it looks like he's coming in pretty hot and it's just a guaranteed going to be a massive smash. So I just bailed out. I was like, it's not worth it. If it was like BDC level, you know, if it's a high level, or maybe even if it was in Driftcup, but this was like a battle that actually meant you could progress. Like, say it was my top 16 or top 8 battle, and I really wanted to win it, maybe I would have just stayed in it, because if he'd have smashed into me, I would have won the battle because it's his mistake that knocked us both off track. But because I bailed out, they have to give it to him because I'm essentially the one that made the mistake. It sounds kind of backwards because I'm just avoiding a collision, but at the end of the day, there's no absolute guarantee that there would have been a collision, you know, so they have to kind of penalise me for bailing out, which I think makes sense. Some people don't really get it and think that I should have won, but I kind of see the logic from the judges. But yeah, if this was to progress in the competition, maybe I would have thought, you know what, it's worth it to just stick in it, take the hit and win the battle. But because this was only the 3rd and 4th place, like, even if I win this battle, I don't go any further, do you know what I mean? I'm already out of the running to actually progress. We're just battling for who gets 3rd and 4th. It's not really worth it to me. Like, I don't care if I get 3rd place or 4th place at the end of the day, it doesn't make any difference. And I stand by that decision. Like, I would rather have 4th place and not smash both of our cars up than have 3rd place and have a load of damage for both of us to repair. So yeah, I'm happy with the way it turned out. Also, he was cool about it. He was saying like, oh no, I should have won. He actually gave me the champagne as well, so thank you very much, Danny, if you're watching this. He gave me the champagne because I think he felt bad that he kind of forced me off the track, but yeah, that's drifting, yeah, that's how it goes. I should have, like, in theory, I should have just stuck to my lead line. Doesn't matter what the chase car's doing, you shouldn't let that affect you at all. And normally I don't, but like I say, when you just see someone looking like they're about to slide straight into the side of you and there's no way they're going to stop, then yeah, it's kind of hard not to just think, yeah, I'm getting out of the way. So yeah, that was a shame, but I'm not really annoyed about that. The one thing I am annoyed about, and you might have noticed this, was that I just wasn't judging the start straight well at all. Like, when we were there a week ago for practice, I was like twinning with Andy Frost in the yellow BMW and Luke, and some other people, and it wasn't hard to keep up down the straight because you both set off at the same time from next to each other, and you could just, you know, easily see whether you need to floor it more or back off a tiny bit or whatever. But because they had the chicane there, what I was finding was I would get a massive like head start when I'm chasing, because you don't go through the chicane when you're chasing. So I'd end up with a massive lead, and then after sort of, like you'll have seen in the footage, me sort of looking over my shoulder like, where are they? Because I still can't see them next to me. So I back off, and then they just come flying past, and then I floor it again. And because the car hasn't got that much power, in third gear you floor it, not a lot happens really. And then they've just got a massive lead over me, and I'm just playing catch up for the whole of the first corner, which is what happened in pretty much every battle. And it sounds like a really easy thing to judge, just like, oh, well, you can just lift off a bit less and accelerate a bit earlier and whatever. But for whatever reason, I just could not get it right, like 90% of the time. So that was kind of annoying. And in the battle with Andy Frost for the top 4, again, like when we were twinning with him the week before, I managed to keep up perfectly fine. But in this one, I just lifted off too much or got back on the throttle too late, and he just had such a lead in the first corner that I was miles away from him for like 90% of the run. So yeah, again, completely understandable why he won that one. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of annoyed about. That's something I need to get better at, I guess, is just judging how much of a gap to leave. But it's really hard because every car that you go against is different. We'll try and get better at that for the next round, which is at Driftland, and that's in like 6 weeks' time. I think we've got quite a break. That is the final round of Driftcup as well, so yeah, I think I'm sitting 4th in the championship at the moment, so we'll see. I don't think there's much chance we're going to end up with 3rd, but if I don't do particularly well and the guy in 5th does fairly well, I think we could end up dropping down to 5th. So yeah, we'll have to do fairly well to try and keep 4th in the championship. But yeah, like I said, it's not for a while yet, so we'll worry about that nearer the time. But yeah, that'll do for this video. Sorry, I've just waffled on for ages as usual. But yeah, I don't know what the next video will be, but whatever it is, we'll see you there.